Hello, welcome to this week's episode of I Don't Want to Pilot.
The podcast. You remember this time?
I did remember this time.
And I'm Cameron. I baited you out.
Lewis.
And he's ready for breakfast.
Callum. Yeah, we're talking about Laputa, Castle in the Sky.
Or Castle in the Sky. We still have yet to know what the actual title of the movie is.
Because it on like Mal and stuff, it's just called Castle in the Sky. But some places you read it, it's called Laputa, Castle in the Sky. On my sheet, it's Laputa, Castle in the Sky.
We actually get to scratch it off today.
We do get to scratch it off. We're scratching them all off now, and then next week probably, you'll probably see it up there.
Wait.
Or either next week or probably the week after, you'll see it behind us in the backdrop, either replacing this or either side, or I don't know.
Like either side, you like cut it into So this is the first ever Studio Ghibli film that you've watched and that's ever been released.
Have I not watched another Studio Ghibli one?
No,
I haven't. This is my first Studio Ghibli film.
And it's the first
and my last Studio Ghibli film.
No, there's My Name is Totoro and Spirits of the Way. And
that's what I was getting cut off.
He's cutting all the Studio Ghibli ones out.
Yeah.
This movie
okay.
was brilliant.
We'll start by talking what a Studio Ghibli is. Obviously a studio called Studio Ghibli.
You've most likely seen one of their films.
Yeah, they produce they have a very like specific type of animation style and
usually
stuff.
like kids films.
Yeah, normally they are like for younger audiences. But admittedly, I hate Studio Ghibli, but I have to give them credit. It is thanks to them that anime is becoming more popular. They've led anime becoming more popular in the West. They've done there's you've probably either heard of, even if you're not an anime fan, you've probably heard of or seen a Studio Ghibli film.
Most likely Spirited Away.
Probably Spirited Away, My Neighbor Totoro, them sort of things.
I think Studio Ghibli are the only anime like producers to actually win an Oscar.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm pretty sure anyway.
Yeah, personally, I don't like Studio Ghibli, obviously because the more age children.
And it was amazing.
Even looking at them, I don't like. Just looking at it, I'm just like, it just aggravates me. Like seeing the picture of Spirited Away,
just seeing the kills, you're like,
yeah. Or like My Neighbor Totoro, and I just look at it, I'm like, I really the animation just angers me. But
I've only seen 4 Ghibli films. This is the first one.
40 minutes.
Well, no, because one you forced me to watch.
Yeah,
I've only ever seen 4, and this is the only one that I deem like good. The rest of them are kind of ouch.
Yeah.
Kind of trash. But he hates it. He's miserable.
So Castle in the Sky is the first one they made, isn't the first one they made? Yeah, you won a quiz because you knew that one, thanks to me. Yeah, so the plot, what is the plot? So the plot is there's a castle in the sky called Laputa, okay?
Hit the nail on the head perfectly with that one.
Well, this castle in the sky is obviously, they've got far more advanced technology than the people that live on the surface. This castle does float around, and it's only rumoured to exist because nobody's really ever seen it.
No, the boy's dad.
Yeah, he got a picture of it. So it's this rumoured castle that exists in the sky where the technology is like superior, like massively advanced compared to the surface dwellers, and people obviously want to reach it and
the dwellers
potential. Yeah, and it starts off with some kid whose dad was the explorer who found Laputa. So his dream is to build a plane and go looking for Laputa.
It starts with the girl who's on the plane and then she ends up falling off.
Oh yeah, there's a girl on the plane and then they tried to kidnap her and then she falls off the plane. And then her necklace glows and she flies. She floats.
And then it's revealed like 10 minutes later that she's like the princess of Laputa.
Yeah, so it turns out that the main girl, is the princess of Laputa, and her and the kid, they're trying to escape from these government people and the government people are... it turns out that I might as well say it because it's not really that much of a spoiler, that he's the main villain. What's his name? You were just talking about.
It's like Musker.
Yeah, Musker, who's voiced by Mark Hamill, believe it.
Yeah, exactly.
I couldn't believe that. That is brilliant. But he's like a lost prince of Laputa, and he wants to get the power and rule over the whole planet pretty much because he can do. So he's trying to chase her. Then there's some pirate people that I don't know where they came from. They were after the necklace, weren't they? They're after her necklace just because they can sell it because it's worth a lot of money because it's made from this rare material. I forgot what it's called.
No,
yeah, same.
Like a Putin or something.
Yeah, but they're running away from the pirate people and they're running away from these government people. And then in the end, they get caught by the government people and they get taken away, and then they say to like main dude, they say like, oh, she says, if you let main dude go, I'll do what you want. So then they let him go, and they let main dude go, don't they? And then she's like, and so she says that she'll take them, let him go to Lapta or whatever.
Then main dude,
because they need her, because her family remembered like the heritage of Lapta, so they remember some of the spells and stuff, like the secret words to open the doors and things.
Yeah.
I think you need 2 like descendants of Lapta as well to activate the thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
So the main dude then goes to the pirate people and asks them to help him save her. So then they do, and there's like some weird thing where they end up saving her, and then
weird thing.
It's
not that complicated.
Yeah. Well, then they go to Lapta, and they manage to get there, and so they go with the pirate people to Lapta, and they say to the pirate people,
You call them the pirate
they
people.
are the pirate people.
They're just pirates, not the pirate people.
Okay, the pirates then, in the flying chicken.
It's not flying chicken. It's like a hot air balloon.
Yeah, but it's shaped like a chicken.
It's not shaped like a chicken.
It is shaped like a chicken. Anyway, so that they go to Lapta, and then they end up chased by the government people, and then there's a big fight, and the pirates lose, but the main dude and main girl gets captured again, and then main dude saves her, and there's a big fight about it because he reactivates Macabre, whatever his name is, Macaboo. What's his name? Mochi, Modern, Mark Hamill dude.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Musker,
that's what I said. Musker activates Lapita, and then they obviously try and take it from him. The plot is very self-explanatory. Like I from the moment that the film started and I sort of understood the premise, I knew exactly where it was going. I knew the ending, and I hadn't even seen it.
There was no way you could have known that Musker was going to be a descendant of
No, I did. I didn't know he'd be a descendant, but I knew exactly what he was after. I knew exactly what he'd do. I knew he'd get it. I knew that he'd like.
It was quite obvious that he was like the villain because he's the only person who's dressed differently to everyone else.
Yeah, you could tell. Even though they all looked like identical to him, they looked like exactly the same.
They look the same because
yeah.
This man hates it.
I didn't like it because I'm not a fan of Ghibli films, and I thought the plot was kind of weak, and it was
so good.
It was not. I don't know. I just didn't like it. But apparently, you said that it is not as bad as other Ghibli films.
Yeah, but when it comes to My Neighbor Totoro, you'll be a lot more depressed.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm now sort of reluctant to say, oh yeah, it is the worst thing ever, because I hate all Ghibli films. That was a one-off that I watched. That one. That one actually seemed like the least worst out of all of them, but I didn't enjoy it, so I can't wait. Well, I can wait.
So yes, I think my opinion was inflated because I watched My Neighbor Totoro, Spirited Away.
Yeah.
And when Wani was there. So I was like, and then you were like, this is the worst thing ever. So I was expecting the worst, and I watched it, I was like, it wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
So, if you are a Ghibli fan, or you think you'd like Ghibli sort of, because it's like I said, it's a bit more childish and...
Childish?
It is quite childish.
It's quite violent.
That one is quite violent, but the other ones are quite childish.
Yeah,
like the animation style and things like that. Then obviously you should watch Castle in the Sky. If you're going to watch a Ghibli film, Castle in the Sky is probably the best one to watch.
Yeah. Main dude is like mega buff in this. He's mega buff. He's like holding on to the girl.
Oh yeah.
She falls, and then he's like his 4 arms alone is big enough to like carry him up.
Yeah.
He breaks through rocks. He can handle the recoil of the most powerful gun in the world.
Yeah, he is like...
He's ridiculously strong.
Weirdly strong.
Also, he has a stupid look. He's like scaling like the outside of Lapita.
Yeah.
From the underneath. And then he gets blown by the wind into like this very small hole so he can then emerge through the bum hole of Lapita to then take out Musker.
Yeah, it was like a mega like plot on it.
It was pretty plot.
But, what did you give out of 10?
I give it an 8. Definitely an 8. You loved it deep down. You didn't even finish it.
I actually can't. No, but I knew exactly how it was going to end. The first time I watched it was at Anime Society, and I had to leave early because I had to get a lift back, and so I missed the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, a lot happened in those 5 minutes.
There was no point watching it because I knew exactly what would happen, and then when I did end up watching it, It was exactly how I thought it would.
It was
Every detail was
the
exactly the
perfect
same.
end to a perfect movie.
It was the only ending to the least perfect movie.
It was pretty good. It's the only anime that Mark Hamill's had a significant role in.
I still can't believe that.
I actually can't believe it was Mark Hamill.
I didn't know Mark Hamill would done any anime.
I'm going to add him to my Mal list. My number
So
one
there's
Mal.
actually not many actors, like voice actors on the thing.
Yeah,
I've got like Ono Daisuke, the guy who plays Dio in the sub.
What, Hitler? Hitler's on there.
No, I didn't mean characters. I meant voice actors.
Yeah. That's why Hitler's on there.
Hitler. Yes, he is. Is that the other random dude that I've got? That I can't remember who it was. Is it Hitler? I've got Hitler's on my favourite voice actors.
On your Mal.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I gave it a 6. I think.
How would you... Okay, the 2 hours flew by.
It might have been a 5 actually, now that I think about it.
A 5. Okay, what specifically did you hate so much about it? To give it a 5?
I just didn't like that it was like... I don't like it when I can predict the plot exactly. Unless it's a really good plot. The plot was like really basic and so generic that I was like, it's going to be like this.
I did not predict that the pirate people were going to, be the good guys.
I did.
It was kind of obvious.
I could tell that they were going to be the good guys. No, because they gave them way too much character. Like for the government people, they all look identical, but they're wearing black. And then there's some soldier dudes.
And it was just one guy.
Yeah, and then there's Muska who's different. For the pirate people, they gave them all independent personalities and they were all clearly distinguishable, and they all had a hierarchy, and they interacted with each other. And I was like, there's no way that they're just passing them off. They're going to be important characters, so they're going to be good guys.
Oh, there's one mega sus scene with the pirate people.
Where they go into the kitchen and
in the kitchen,
let me help you.
Yeah, and then the guys were walking really seductively towards the girl as she's cooking, and then sees someone else is already there.
Yeah.
And then they're always there cooking, trying to help her because they're simping over this 11-year-old girl.
Yeah, that is kind
of
mega.
I think you know what I'm talking about immediately.
I knew exactly what because I was thinking of that scene when I was yeah. But no, I gave it a 6. I didn't enjoy it, but it is probably one of the better Ghibli films out there. Even if I've not seen any of the Ghibli films, that's my personal
Came out in
opinion.
1986.
Yeah, that's why it was so rubbish.
It's really good.
I don't like old films.
It's probably the oldest thing that we review.
Probably.
Because Akira's 1988.
Okay. Is there anything that you could think of as an alternative
to Hasta in the Sky?
Yeah. I think it's the best Ghibli film to watch. There's no alternative Ghibli film that I've
There's
ever
no
watched. But is there anything with a similar maybe plot? Where someone has a MacGuffin and they use the MacGuffin to unlock something and then become really the MacGuffin that unlocks a thing makes him really powerful. And then the bad guy, what? JJ Part 5. I knew you were going to say
I was going
to say it.
That is literally it though.
I actually can't think of anything that has a similar sort of plot.
Exactly, so it wasn't generic.
No, it was generic, but I can't think of anything that has a similar plot that was good. That I'd recommend watching. Just watch a different anime. Don't watch Ghibli.
Don't watch these full stop. Never watch Ghibli.
Don't watch Ghibli.
Never watch it.
Ghibli is good for people that are getting into anime. Because obviously it's quite big in the West. A lot of people who don't like anime like stuff like Spirited Away.
Oh, yeah.
I don't. But
you haven't seen it yet. You're into it.
I know I won't like it.
You will love it.
I will hate it.
You will love it.
But yeah, I think that's about it. Unless this episode suddenly ends up being 8 minutes long, and then I'll come back down and find something else to say.
You just attach a 6-minute special right at the end.
Yeah, of this episode. Just to add the numbers up.
We can add plus off.
We can. Oh, we'll do that, and then if it's slightly too, I can't turn away because my voice is dead echoey.
Okay, it was down here somewhere.
Bucket list. Yeah, it is Oh, actually, is it?
What's the picture going to be?
Where's the picture? Oh,
it's going to be something in the sky.
It's main dude.
It's main dude.
That's going to be the rock, innit? It's the robot that's in it for 5 minutes.
The robot's saying for ages.
No, the robot's in it, and then it turns
died.
out there's like hundreds of robots. If you said, what's the most iconic thing from Lapta Castle in the Sky, I wouldn't have thought the robots. I probably would have said Lapita. Then it probably would have been the rock.
No,
Not Dwayne
the Rock.
The necklace that she has.
Oh no, I would have said Musker.
Yeah, then it'd probably be Musker.
The Rock was pretty significant.
The robot is quite significant, but I wouldn't have like put it as the most significant.
It makes
thing.
more sense in the book.
Yeah, I don't know what that. I didn't. Oh no! I get why the book for a silent voice.
Why?
It's because she gets people to write in it, don't she? Because she can't.
Oh yeah, okay. Obviously the asteroid really.
I heard from your name. But yeah, next time this will probably be up on the wall, or I'll try to remember to put it on the wall.
It will be on the wall.
Yeah.
We're also going to record specials next time.
We are recording specials. We're actually recording a special after, not after this, because we're doing. I know we've done all.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to record a small special now, which is just going over the basics of anime. But yeah, that's the end of this podcast. Please do let us know if you prefer the shorter episodes. You got it in there. Yeah, the shorter episodes. Because some people said they wanted it to be longer, but then a lot of people said they wanted it to be shorter because they just want to find out about anime and stuff. And not into anime, so you don't want to have to sit through 25 minutes, which is why we tried to shorten them. So please do let us know what you think of the shorter episodes. But other than that, have you got anything else to add?
I haven't asked that. Okay, it's just
Okay.
one of those days.
Goodbye.
TTYL.
クキちゃん実はね
I can tell by the enthusiasm on your face you're really excited for this episode.
Automatic.
I told
It means like hello, I think.
them.
All
I thought it was
these.
konnichiwa.
No, it's like what the you know, like the tomboys. Not the tomboys. No, you know in like all the animes when you have like the teacher that's like the really flirty teacher, or like the older person that's dead flirty.
You and your milk, I
Like-
swear to God.
Yeah, you have like a
You
milk.
and your milk, I swear to God.
Automatic. Boy.